Hey everyone, it's Cash Miller for another edition of CSN. Last week, my UFL predictions went a phenomenal 4-0, which, by the way, is a big step up from 2-2. Anyway, enough about my record. Let's talk about the playoff race. Right now, 3 teams have been eliminated: Houston, Dallas, and Columbus. All those teams have 3 wins, and they're also eliminated. See the trend here? 3-win teams get eliminated. At the top of the standings, though, Orlando and St. Louis have clinched their playoff berths, so now it's down to Louisville, DC, and Birmingham to decide who the final 2 spots are going to go to. So let's get to the picks. Week 10 kicks off on Friday night as the Dallas Renegades square off with the St. Louis Battlehawks. Okay, so last time these 2 teams met, it was in Week 2, and Dallas won. They were undefeated at the time, and since then they've gone 1-6. Battlehawks have been surging at the right time, but they did hit a little road bump against the Gamblers a couple weeks ago. This game is going to be very, very close, but I'm taking the St. Louis Battlehawks to get the W. And then on Saturday, we get a rematch as the Houston Gamblers square off with the Birmingham Stallions. Okay, so Birmingham had a massive dent put in their playoff hopes when they lost to Columbus. The Gamblers are coming off a 2-week series against the St. Louis Battlehawks, which they won one of those games. It was a very, very good game, by the way. Last time these 2 teams met, it came down to a last-second field goal on Easter Sunday, and the Gamblers got the win. But I'm taking the Birmingham Stallions to get the W at home. Next, we move on to Sunday as the Orlando Storm rematch with the DC Defenders. So, the Orlando Storm, who are my new favorite team, by the way, are surging. See what I did there? Storm, surging. At the perfect time. Orlando has only lost 2 games this year. Other than that, they have been the best team in this league by far. And if I'm being honest, I would not be shocked if the Storm are playing in DC in just a couple weeks. The Defenders, on the other hand, have probably hit the panic button. If they were to win this game, they'd be going into the playoffs without their star quarterback, Jordan Ta'amahu. He's out for the season with an injury. Also, the Defenders have lost 3 straight games. 2 against Louisville, 1 against Orlando. DC loses this game, chaos could literally reign supreme. But I love late season chaos. I'm taking the Orlando Storm to get the win on the road. Then we cap off the 2026 UFL regular season as the Louisville Canes head to Columbus to take on the Aviators. Since week 5, the Louisville Canes have gone 4-1. Their only loss in that span came to St. Louis in the Derby Classic in week 6. The Aviators have only beat teams with losing records. That is why I'm taking the Louisville Canes to punch their ticket to the playoffs and cap off the 2026 season with a win. Those are your UFL Week 10 predictions. I'll see you next time on CSN.